Hello and welcome back to another edition of Check It Out. Okay friends, in today's video I'm going to be reviewing and installing one of these brand new OTTERBOX Commuter Series cases. I have an iPhone 8 Plus. I've been using this case right here for about 8 years, and I've been doing iPhones for about 10 years, and this is the best case for me that I have found. I'm going to talk about it a little bit today. I'm going to explain to you why I'm choosing this one. I'll also show you that OTTERBOX has one that's a little bit slimmer and more streamlined, and I'm going to tell you why I'm not using that one. And also they have one that's even more bulky and even probably better protection, and I'll explain to you why I'm not using that one. All right, so again, this is the Commuter, and I'm going to show you this on my phone in just a moment. And I'll put links down in the description, and you guys can check out, again, the Commuter is the one I recommend, but I'll also put links down in the description to the two that are also by OTTERBOX that I think are pretty good fits. This is the best for me. And the Defender, again, is that one that's a little bit bulkier if you're looking for that next level of protection. Okay, so here's my iPhone 8 Plus. And again, this is the Commuter. This is my old case right here, and I'm actually gonna change it out today. Here's my brand new case I just got in the mail right here. And again, both Commuters, and I'm gonna show you right now why I'm gonna switch these out. I've been using this case for about 6 years now, and I get a new one about every year, maybe every year and a half I get a new case. Here's why. They do break off and kind of flake off like this, and eventually they have two different pieces to them. So here's the two pieces to this case. So this outer one, this is sort of that hard plastic. This is the part that breaks away. So this breaks instead of your phone breaking, but you can see this is my old one. You can see it's starting to crack there. This piece is already broken off. Top is broken off right here, and I probably kept this on there longer than I should have, meaning that if I kept dropping it, this protection's not there. You still have this rubber protection that's on there, but this is not gonna do it for the really hard drops and the really tough falls. You want to have both these layers on there. So anyway, that's kind of the rubber insert, and then this is the guy that goes right here. And the plastic piece does end up, when you drop it and it falls, it ends up breaking off. So this top piece right here, that's where this was right here. And on the back corners, there's some more spots where they've broken off. But here's the way I view it, and I think that this really makes sense, is that when you drop your phone and it hits the concrete or some hard surface and it breaks off. And by the way, if you drop it like 10 times on the corner, it will probably crack, and then if you drop it 20 times, it'll break off. It's not like it breaks the first time, but it eventually gives way and does break. And I think that the idea is that it is sort of sacrificing the case to save the phone, so that you are breaking the case. Eventually, the case is breaking, but your phone is not breaking. And I see people and my friends, and they get these new phones, and gosh, these Apple phones are so dang expensive. And then they get these cute little cases, and I warn them, I'm like, your phone's gonna break. And sure enough, you know, they all kind of make fun of me because they say that my case is kind of big and bulky. I don't think the Commuter is all that big and bulky. This is it right here. And again, you can see more of it that's kind of broken off in the back. That's why I'm putting on this new case. And this case is about 1.5 years, almost 2 years old. And, you know, they have really, really thin cases. And I think that this Commuter is the best middle ground. They do have some by OTTERBOX that are even bigger and thicker, but like I showed you guys, that Defender, my opinion, it's just too much. And there's no front screen on this one right here, right? There's no front screen protection. So if your phone does drop and just does an absolute pancake from like 5 or 6 feet up, there's a chance it's gonna break the screen. Yep. But if you drop it from 5 or 6 feet up and it hits anywhere else on your phone, which it's gonna hit anywhere else 95% of the time or whatever you wanna say, then you should be in good shape. You should, you know. Sometimes, every once in a while, something weird happens. But I do think that my phone has broken and cracked maybe twice in my 10 years of owning iPhones. And I think that only one of those times was with the Commuter phone. And I can tell you, or the Commuter cover, and I can tell you that my kids, I am kind of like, not clumsy with it, but I'm not ultra careful. And it drops on a regular basis, not on purpose, but on a regular basis, I drop it, my kids drop it, whatever. I don't want to have to be super careful with it. So again, I think this is the best middle ground one right here, the OTTERBOX Commute. Let's go ahead and change it out, and let's put the new case on. To take off the case, all you do is kind of peel from the top like this right here, and then you kind of just pull it down. So there you go, there's the old case right there, and I know it still looks pretty good, but again, the one time mine did break is when I didn't replace it in time, and like 5 different spots of the hard plastic had broken off because I kept it for like 2.5, 3 years. And then when I dropped the phone, instead of hitting the plastic wasn't there anymore, and that's what broke the phone. So I'll show you, that's the iPhone 8 Plus is what I'm using right now. And now let's go ahead and we'll pop on this new one. And the way that I'll pop this on is, you just kind of you keep the 2 pieces together, and then you just kind of sit it down here at the bottom and then pop its way on. Okay, so I've got the bottom piece in there. It just takes a minute and it kind of slips on. It's pretty snug, so you do have to kind of push pretty hard. And now I'll just pop this top. And I'll put links down in the description, and you guys can check out, again, the Commuter is the one I recommend, but I'll also put links down in the description to the 2 that are also by OTTERBOX that I think are pretty good fits. Okay, there you go. So the new case is on there. Should be good to go for somewhere between maybe 1 and 1.5 years. Again, sometimes it just seems to, like my kids or whatever, or myself drops it and it cracks sooner, but you can see now it's got that full protection on it, which I think is so important. Again, don't push your luck. If you get one of these and they start to break off, like you see this piece right here broke, that top piece, even though this looks like it's still in pretty good shape and all the corners have been broken off, this, in my opinion, through my experience, is when you have to change them out. If you keep using this one when it looks like this, it's going to drop and it's going to break. So, and of course, then it's a heartbreaker, right? Because then you're dealing with the case and you have to replace your iPhone or whatever kind of phone you have. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I sure appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.